Oh, that's great, man. That's great. I'm actually in business for myself.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's the one.
I work my own hours.
Oh, that is the scariest because she looks like a child.
She does
But
look
she's
like
22.
a child. Yeah. Big boy, happy birthday, Halloween ho. I hope you make choke on that make dick. What's up, cowards?
Is that from Brampton?
That's,
not Brampton, Brandon. Brandon.
You just received an emergency SOS from Brampton. Here's what it says.
That intro was from BJRR12 and Anaram.pay. So thank you, Brandon and Marina.
Thank you, Marina.
It was two different ones. I just combined them together. There was a third intro suggestion. From
Wait,
Austin
what are
J.
you asking
Paveo.
for? I don't care. I don't know. Just go.
This is great.
This is great material.
Can Renee come on the podcast as a guest?
It's great.
I don't know, man. One day she'll just
explain
she'll
what just
butch all
happened,
of
bro.
them.
What just happened, Ralph?
Sorry.
What just happened, Ralph?
What happened? Someone wants my Spotify password, but I'm not giving it up. Especially not on air.
Yeah. We're on air right now, so I don't think that'd be smart. Austin J. Paveo also responded to my intro suggestion. Sorry, it's not my intro, but I'll just say it anyways. He said, "Bruh moment." I was not gonna start off the podcast.
Today was a big bro moment for you.
Wait, have we started recording, or is this like?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, that.
Oh, this is it.
This
is
shit.
the opening.
Yeah,
I
this is
didn't
the
know.
opening.
I was like, I didn't know.
What's
I'm
up?
sorry.
What's up, y'all?
What's up, everybody?
My name's Kristoffer Bradley Cruz. Who am I joined with today?
Who are you joined with?
Who am I? Hello?
You're joined with.
No one wants to say their name.
You're joined with me, Tits McGee.
And I'm Andrew Shear.
Mr. Shear, why are you fucking everything up?
Fuck you. And then we have Ralph.
Yep. Ralph mad at his sister. Ramos.
and his sister.
Yep.
Boys, this is the first time all four of us are on one podcast.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, yeah, that's true. Cause wow, that's
We have
crazy.
never all been on one podcast. So this is great. It's a new era of Noggle today.
This is a historic moment.
Yeah, it really is. Episode, is it 21 or 22?
22. Oh wait, do we count?
We do not count the live episode. We don't count the live episode.
So it's 21 then, I think.
It is episode 21. You may have noticed we've gone through a little design change for Noggle.
That's true. We have a new brand.
We do. We have a new logo too. I'm just gonna.
Now sponsored by McDonald's.
I'm just gonna hop right into the Instagram suggestions that I posted on @GOOSHLEMS on Instagram. So Austin J. Paveo said, when I said any questions for us, he said Nickelback.
Do you see the Trump thing?
Dude, that shit is so funny. Dude,
Wait, what?
I
There's
can't
a Trump
believe-
Nickelback thing?
I can't believe we're living in the timeline where Nickelback copyright strikes the president of the United
that
States.
happened?
Wait, so what happened?
They took the video. Okay, so what happened is brief prologue. Some shit about Joe Biden's dealings in Ukraine is causing a lot of shit, and Trump has been asking people to like investigate Biden's dealings with Ukraine.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So he's been tweeting shit about that, about how much he's like, oh, we gotta get rid of him, especially as they're now investigating impeachment.
Yeah.
And he kind of wants to like throw the flack off of himself and all that shit. So what's happening here is basically he found someone sent him a photo of Joe Biden denies any involvement with the Ukrainian government. Someone literally sent him a photo of his son, and the Ukrainian defense minister playing golf a few weeks ago.
Uh-oh.
Damn.
And instead of doing the normal political thing, which is, reveal your dirt to the media. Because he's Donald Trump and he has to do stupid shit, he made a look at this photograph meme.
Look at this graph.
Yeah.
So people started tweeting that, and that made me really happy.
Wait, Donald Trump, the president of the United States, made a meme about another
Look at
presidential
this
candidate.
photograph.
And
We're living in a
dude,
time where the leaders of the world are making memes about each other. We
Yeah,
have to,
so
we have
wait.
to really pack this
It's
in our
fucking
minds.
crazy.
Wait, it gets better. The meme is literally, it does like the look at this photograph, and
Yeah.
it zooms in, and it's the photo of Joe Biden and his fucking son, and then everyone just started like being like, "Yo, this is so fucked up," and then just dude, no warning. This morning the video was gone, and all that's in its place was the original tweet that says Donald Trump tweeting the words "Look at this photograph," and then a blank attachment with the message that says, "This video has been copyright striked by the original copyright holder."
Damn.
And everyone on the internet is like, "Wow, for the first time in my life, I actually like something Nickelback did," which is true. Nickelback is fighting the good fight.
That's jokes.
I actually liked Nickelback back in elementary school. I don't know about you guys.
I was gonna say before your
You know
taste
what?
developed.
I'm also guilty of that.
Yeah.
What was that one song where it's like,
Look at this
there's
photograph.
gotta be somebody for me.
out there.
Ow!
Somebody to
Yeah, we're gonna get copyright
Yeah.
strike too because of this.
No, we won't because we're not Donald Trump. That's actually a really good song though. I like that one.
Our next response or our next suggestion question comes from Gaetano Peratore, who said, "When's the next short coming out?" Well, there's no shorts currently in the making.
That implies that we're actually making shorts.
Yeah. So
We're doing this really special thing called school.
yeah, it's a great time.
Cool.
And when we do have time, we're doing this thing called Monsters Within Us, which is not a
Yes.
short, and will not come out for a while. So, it's nothing's coming out anytime soon besides this podcast.
But hey, you can enjoy this podcast just as much. That's the beauty of it.
I love that you brought it closer to
Yeah,
to
you're
yourself.
too
Yeah,
Shakespeare.
I didn't even mean to do that. I was trying to put my Tostitos behind the laptop.
I need to eat too.
Oh yeah, right?
Damn.
Yeah, I haven't eaten today.
Why doesn't anybody eat? Damn it! Go and eat something.
It's because my meal plan hasn't. It's 'cause you gotta look at the meal plan, and then you're also broke and you have classes. There's just
Yeah, it's all just fuck.
Just because no shorts are coming out anytime soon, that does not mean like nothing's gonna come out or we're not working on anything. I've just finished an outline for a short film.
Oh yes, I saw that.
Yeah, it's very, very great. I was very excited because
I personally am also very excited about that one.
yes,
I'm a wreck.
I suddenly got like a burst of just I was on a writing roll, and then I literally just like wrote the entire outline, even though I had a project due the next day, and it was like 1 a.m, and I'm like, I have to do my project, but also
Procrastination at its finest, I think.
See, bro,
It's the best time to write is 1 a.m.
That's film school though, man.
yeah, I'm like, but also like I have too much shit. Like I know I'm not gonna be able to write this if I don't write it now. So I finished the outline. It's like 4 a.m, and I'm like, okay, guess I'm gonna start my project now, which was due at 9 a.m. So so
classic.
yeah,
That's wonderful.
I did not sleep. Actually, did I sleep? I don't know. I didn't sleep that night.
You can't even remember. You just passed out at one point.
Well, I did not sleep that night, and I also didn't finish the project for 9 o'clock, but luckily I was secretly editing it in class. Ooh, I'm admitting this on the
Whoa.
podcast.
No, it's okay.
Academic
No
offense.
one's gonna listen.
Yeah.
You better.
Academic offense.
Ah.
You did the thing, dude. You said the name of the show we're on. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Hey Ryan, how about you appreciate my humor?
I'm also.
I appreciate
This
you.
is why I can't do comedy anymore. Everybody's so offended by everything.
Stop.
Who are you, Todd Phillips?
Yeah, man.
Wait, who's Todd Phillips? Didn't he die or something?
The
Is that why
direct? No,
in the
he's the
No,
director
he's
of
the
Joker.
Oh, wait. Okay, wait. Sorry. I gotta say something right after this. Like,
Yes.
Or can I say it now? Because I'm gonna forget,
Yeah,
and I
say
need
it,
to
say
say
it.
it.
Say it.
Did y'all get the Amber Alert yesterday?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So the Amber Alert was for me. No, I'm kidding. The Amber Alert yesterday. The Amber Alert yesterday. Did you guys see who the suspect was?
No.
Ian McDermott.
Ian McDermott, aka fucking Emperor Palpatine. I saw the name.
Dude,
I
I
saw
saw
the
that
name.
shit. I saw that shit, and my buddy goes, "Dude, the suspect is Ian McDermott." And because I'm a terrible person, I just went, "Dude, he's looking for a new apprentice."
No,
fuck
he's
you,
looking
Ryan.
for the young
And
one.
I thought he was kidding. I didn't know the guy's name was actually Ian McDermott.
Fuck.
That's the craziest because I saw his name and I'm like, why do I know this name so much? And I was asking my friends like, who is this guy? And they're like, we don't know. Then I look it up and I'm like, oh my gosh, yeah, Ian McDermott. It's fucking Palpatine.
It's
Bruh.
For
so,
more younglings.
Bruh moment.
That's
dude.
such a bra moment.
I felt so bad because I thought he just said it as like a joke.
I
Like,
was,
yeah,
I
it's
hope they
about.
found the kid.
I was at a Chinese restaurant that day, so literally all around me was just a bunch of Amber Alerts, and I was like, oh
Just-
shit.
I was in class. class, and
Damn.
you just hear like, brr, brr,
Yeah.
and then simultaneously, just 100 people look, go.
Oh.
License plate memorized.
They look at it,
On
they're
the
like,
lookout.
They memorize the license plate.
damn.
I've just never gotten an Amber Alert before, honestly. On my iPhone.
Really?
6.
What?
I've never gotten an Amber Alert.
How have
So
you
like
not got an
when
Amber
everybody's
Alert?
like, "Oh shit, you got the Amber Alert," like I just didn't. So like, if I was the
Yo,
last
something's
one-
wrong with your something's wrong with your fucking phone, bro.
Yeah, I don't know.
See, like, I'm so scared. Like, the alarm that it makes is so scary.
It
'Cause,
really
like,
is.
I hear it, and I'm thinking, oh, it's just an Amber Alert. And I'm fearing the one day where it's going to be like, oh, it's just an Amber Alert. And then it's like, attention, a nuclear missile is heading towards Canada.
Dude.
And I'll be like, oh, shit!
You know, the plus side to that is that Ralph's gonna be in pieces
Yeah,
last
exactly.
game because he
Yeah, I
doesn't
know.
know the
You won't
missile's
even
coming.
know. You won't even know it's happening.
Everyone's like fucking running around. Ralph's like, huh?
Yeah. Why is
Where's
everybody
everybody
driving away? Why are the neighbors all crying?
I'll
Ralph,
be back. I gotta get my charger. I'll be back. One
be careful, Ralph.
Be careful, Ralph. Don't get nuked.
Don't die. Oh shit.
Don't get nuked.
But also, I've also I'm also in the process of writing like 2 other short films. So so that's fun.
That's very nice.
Amen.
Also, if my school stuff, if my project for school ends up going well, I'll probably post that on GOOSHLEMS too. If it ends up nice,
It will.
just like Silent Treatment was. How about y'all? Have y'all been working on any shorts?
Not really. Not right now.
Hmm.
School's been pretty heavy,
Yeah,
so I've been mostly working on that. But like, other than that,
that's
not really.
that's fun. How about you, Ethan?
Yeah. I've just been working on the usual stuff. Like, I'll come back to like certain ideas and write about it for a little bit. Me and someone in the program right now are trying to write a play.
Ah,
That's pretty exciting because it's like I usually don't write with other people, so I'm trying this out and it's actually it's working pretty good so far.
Are you using industry standard writing tool, Writer?
No,
Duet?
see, I can't use Writer Duet. I just use Notes. I use the thing that I got on my Mac, and I've
That's
just been using that.
Damn.
That's
like-
truly beautiful.
It's not. I mean, the scripts don't look good because it's not the proper format. But
Yeah.
you know, it's the thought that counts.
It is the thought that counts. And you know what, Ethan? I think
Yeah.
it counts.
Well, thank you, Mr. Tocheri.
It does.
I'll have to
it-
kiss you on the mouth later on.
It
That's
doesn't.
wonderful.
It doesn't
And I'll
matter.
welcome that.
It doesn't matter where you write it. It doesn't matter where you write it, Ethan.
It's about what
You know what?
write.
That being said,
The love you put on the pages.
the only true script writing system is Microsoft Word 2006.
Mm.
If it's not 2006, it doesn't
There's
count.
there's no 2006 one though.
There's a
Microsoft Word
2007.
1999.
It's
2007.
2007.
That's what it is. 2007 is the only true. Or Corel Word Perfect.
Corel WordPerfect. I used like Microsoft 2007 for like the first like.
So did
what?
I.
Basically, all for 17 years of my life, Microsoft 2007. That's what I wrote all my stories
Microsoft
on.
2007.
Dude, you've sent me
had
some
that-
scripts with the Microsoft Word stuff, or like on like Google Docs and stuff, and I'm like, hell yeah. Also, they're also in like script format, and I'm like, this must be so fucking difficult, dude. You have to like center out every single like dialogue and character shit. Do you?
I feel like it's harder on Writer Duet because then you gotta click like, oh, this is dialogue, then fill it in, then click something else. It's like at least now I can just use my fingies and I can just click enter, control center, and then
No, because
type,
it
and
usually like senses like what you have to like what it thinks you want to put next.
Yeah.
So let's say if you type in a character and you press enter, then the next one it'll automatically go to dialogue because obviously there's going to be dialogue there under a character.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a good time. Our third and final question for the current moment, we'll check again at the end. Comes from anaram.pay. She says, "What's the name of the sleep paralysis demon in the corner of your room?"
Edgar.
Is it Edgar Allan Poe?
It's Edgar Allan Poe.
Actually, Poe Allen Edgar, but
He just reads poems to you as you're just there.
I'm laying there, eyes open, just like facing up, and then in my ear I just hear.
You guys
Edgar
actually get, like,
Allan
sleep paralysis
poem.
and stuff?
I've gotten sleep
Like
paralysis.
I think I've
No
been getting
way.
it recently,
It's
What
fucked
the
up, dude.
but I haven't
fuck?
been seeing shit.
Wait, you guys have been getting sleep
I
paralysis?
just haven't been seeing shit. Like I've been like half awake, like not being able to move.
Yeah.
Like I can't even
Ralph,
like
maybe
I
you're
can't
just
move.
lazy,
Huh?
dude. maybe you're just
No,
lazy,
like
bro.
I like physically like you don't understand.
What's the name of your sleep paralysis demon then, Ralph?
I don't see anybody yet, but
But what would their name be?
I feel like their name would be LeBron or something.
I thought your name was gonna be like his name was gonna be Year 2 Chem or something.
Year 2 chemistry. I didn't take that this year. More like year 2 biology.
Damn.
Or year 1 calculus because I have to retake it.
Well, if Edgar is Ryan's sleep paralysis demon, mine's Annabelle Lee.
The name of mine is Kawhi Leonard's.
Kawhi Leonard.
Kawhi Leonard's is at the... Basically, this is how it happens. I get sleep paralysis, and at the foot of my bed, Kawhi Leonard's just kind of appears, and he's just like... It's actually kind of scary now that I think about it.
That's pretty.
He's got a scary laugh.
That's pretty terrifying. That's great.
Yeah.
Well,
Wait.
well, there was
Well,
a
thank you for coming out for the podcast.
Yeah, that's everything.
well, there
guys.
was
We
a
just talked about
story. There was a
sleep
story
paralysis.
that we had mentioned on a live show last week that we wanted to share on the podcast, but we didn't want to share it on the live show because not as many people tuned in live, and not as many people want to watch the live show after it's not live. So
What story is this?
it's the Oakville Mall story.
Oh
Oakville Mall
Christ,
story?
What happened at Oakville Mall?
that's a great story.
It is a great story.
I actually
Oh my
have no
God.
clue what you're talking about.
Well, yeah,
Yeah, I
this
have
was a
a clue what you're
story.
talking about. I was there.
This was a story involving me and Ryan. Okay.
Okay.
Boy, is it a story.
I forgot what day it was. Like what we were doing that day.
Okay.
Dude, we were literally just shopping.
It was in the summer.
This summer?
I think
Like this previous summer?
I think I had literally wanted to go. No, it was this summer that just passed.
Yeah, okay.
I literally wanted to go because I wanted to get some costumes for Monsters Within Us, I think. And I was like, okay, like, I want to find like black shorts, and then I was like, Ryan, you want to come with me? He's like, yeah,
That's
sure.
why.
I didn't buy anything. I didn't end up buying anything because I couldn't find the right black shorts. But Ryan bought a couple stuff, right?
That's important to the story.
It is important to
Right.
the story. And then he puts his
Arm around
bag, he puts his arm around me. Yeah, no, he puts his bag filled with the clothes that he just bought and puts it in his fucking what's that thing called?
In his stomach.
Satchel in his satchel.
My messenger bag, whatever.
In his messenger bag. Okay.
His mail bag. He's a mailman.
He puts it in his messenger bag, so that way he
Double
doesn't have to
entendre.
carry around a plastic bag, right?
Yeah.
So we go upstairs. We go into the EB Games. This mall, by the way, is super small. So yeah, it kind of sucks.
Mall, yeah.
Yeah. We go into an EB Games and just kind of look around there for a bit. We actually see someone we know there working there, which was interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We're not gonna name drop him because in case he doesn't.
It was me, guys.
In case he doesn't wanna be exposed. I'll text it in the thing because Ralph will know who he is. Yeah.
He doesn't want people to know he works at EB Games.
And then we left. And outside the EV Games, there's like those like mobile like booths that are like in the middle of the malls.
Damn.
Yeah.
This summer?
Like no.
Yeah, in the summer.
Oh wow.
But you know those mobile booths like in the middle of the mall that have
The kiosk.
the kiosks that have like the phones on display and stuff and like the people there.
Yeah.
So we walk by and I think we're just talking and Ryan's like, "Oh, like look at this phone." And he plays around with it, like he touches it. And then
Oh no.
the worker there.
Oh no.
The worker there.
Have you not heard this?
I've never heard
What
this
store
story.
is this? Were you just saying? I just zoned out.
It was at a mobile kiosk.
Okay.
It was like one of
Ralph
those.
just caught sleep paralysis.
That's what happened. LeBron was buying it.
It was at a mobile kiosk in the mall.
Wait, like the pink one outside EB Game?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, got it.
Yeah.
The worker.
famous kiosk.
The worker approaches
Everyone
us,
knows it.
and Ryan, tell it, take it away.
Well, as I finished chewing, what happened was
It's okay, we can wait.
Finish your food, baby.
That's Ryan right now.
some guy, he's a worker, he just walks up as I'm like handling the phone,
Mm.
and the guy just goes, "Hey," and we're just kind of like, "Hi."
And we try
And
to
he
like
goes-
walk away and shit because we know he's gonna try and pull some shit.
Yeah.
And he's like, "You look at that phone there?" And we're like, "Yeah." And he goes, "What kind of phone you got right now?" And I was like, it's a good phone because I'm not about to pull my phone out for this dude. And he goes, he suddenly gets like really like stern looking, and he sits up, he goes up straight, and he starts tapping on the counter. He's like, I wanna see your phone. Put it right there. And I was
He's like, put
at
it on the table.
At this point, I'm startled, and I'm just like, "Oh, yes, sir." And I put my phone down, and he's looking at it, and I have it was the most recent iPhone 2 months ago,
Oh.
and he's looking at it, and he goes, "This is a nice phone." And he looks at, and he goes, "What's your plan on it?" And I'm like telling him my plan and
He's
shit.
like he asked me to pull out my phone too.
"Oh, yeah, that's right, yeah."
Oh god.
And then he goes, "Put your phone on there."
And I'm like, and then I place it like slightly further away from Ryan's, just in case if he grabs a phone, it'll be Ryan's phone before mine.
Thanks, man. Yeah, the mobile phone guy is gonna steal our phones in the
You
middle of
sly
the mall
dog.
while he's at work.
I'm gonna keep this now.
So and then he's like, "Yo, what plans you guys got, right?" And we tell him like our phone plans.
Right.
I don't even know my own.
And my phone plan specifically, it's like it comes with a lot of data and for a pretty cheap price. And he was like, like I told him what I got, and he was like, nah, no you don't. Per month, really? And I'm like, yeah, dude, that's why like I'm not changing plans. And like, cause we thought like, oh, this guy's like trying to sell us a new plan. Like he thinks he's gonna come up with like
Yeah.
Oh.
some like
He's trying to
new
find one for
deal,
himself.
right? And then, so then obviously I tell him my really good plan that is literally better than any other other plan available right now because I got it years ago. No, it's because I got it years ago and it originally came with 2 gigs of data, but then there was like an offer like for like a couple weeks where you could upgrade it to 10 gigs. So I'm still paying the original price that I was paying for 2 gigs of data, but with 10 gigs of data essentially.
Damn.
That's what is happening. That's why my phone plan is so cheap.
So his phone plan is better than 99% of phone plans out there, especially at this sketchy kiosk that's in the middle of the mall.
Yeah.
So this we think this dude's just gonna be like, well, I can give you an offer on a 4-year-old Samsung Galaxy phone.
If you could give me a better plan, then I would have taken it, because honestly, no one's gonna fucking come up with a better plan than what I have right now.
No, it's a perfect plan.
Yeah.
It's a great plan.
Yeah.
Okay, so what did this guy want? Was he just literally trying to look for a better deal himself?
So we're like, okay, like that's over, right? Like we convinced our phones. So we took back our phones.
We tell him that our phone is like, we're like, well, our plans are really good. And he goes, oh, those are really good. And now any other interaction with a retail professional would end with, well, have a great night. No, we're only 30 seconds into our close to 20-minute interaction with this motherfucker.
20 minutes?
Felt like 20 minutes.
So he's like, so what are you doing at the mall?
What the fuck?
And we were like, just shopping. And he was like, nah, you're not shopping. You don't have any bags.
What's wrong with this guy?
I'm like, oh, no. He has, I point at Ryan. I'm like, he has a bag. He bought some stuff.
Yeah, this motherfucker puts me on the spot. He's like, yeah, show him.
Yeah, no. He's like, he has a bag. And the guy's like, oh, yeah. Show me what you bought. So Ryan has to fucking pull out his fucking H&M bag out of his fucking
messenger bag.
We're in the middle of the food court.
Out of his messenger bag, right? Pulls it out.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah. He's like, show me what you got. So he pulls out like a pair of jeans that he got. He's like, nice. So what do you guys do? Like, do you live here?
What the fuck?
This is like the beginning to a Jordan Peele movie. It's like, why? What is this? Like, what is? There's gonna be something weird about this guy.
And we're like, yeah, but we go to school, like, then he asked us about school. He's like, you guys go to school? And like, yeah, we both go to school downtown, in downtown Toronto. And he's like, nice. Like, what do you go to school for? And I'm like, this is going on for so long.
Yeah.
And we're like, oh, like we go to different schools, but we both go to school for film. And he's like, oh, that's really cool. Come over here on the other side and with the computer. Show me your stuff.
What the fuck?
Oh, come on.
He started like luring us.
Like, what's wrong with this guy?
Dude, this was like some Stranger Danger shit. Like,
he literally is telling us to come inside
older
the kiosk thing. He looked maybe like early 30s, late 20s.
Did he know you guys?
We have no idea who he is.
I'd say we get an investigation going on this guy.
He told us to come around into the kiosk and go on his computer, and we're like, me in my mind, a part of me. First of all, if this came from anyone else, if this came from literally anyone else and in any other interaction, I would be like, oh yeah, I have this YouTube channel called GOOSHLEMS. We have a podcast. We post short films. This fucking
hang out with us for 5 minutes. We'll plug GOOSHLEMS.
Yeah, this fucking guy sketched me out so much. I'm like, nah. We haven't posted any of our stuff.
We told him we've only made stuff for school that we've never posted.
Yeah. He's like
I would have said the same thing.
He's like, nah, no way, dude. He's like, yeah, like nothing. You have nothing for you have like nothing online, and we're like, nah. And he's like, you should really post some stuff online. And we're like, yeah, we should. Yeah, we definitely should. But like, we just haven't done it,
This dude was probably disappointed when he realized we were over the age of 18.
Yeah, he's probably like, oh no, actually, no, I'm not even going to go there. Well, I bet you this dude probably didn't even work there. He was probably a customer. He's like, oh, this kiosk is empty. I wonder how long I can stay here.
Yeah, he
People
killed-
think I work here.
No, but he was wearing the shirt, so he probably killed someone.
He killed the
Yeah,
guy.
probably.
He killed the guy who worked at it last.
They'll be on the news tomorrow. It'll be like, this just in I was going to say an Ontario place. An Oakville Place employee has just been found dead.
Did he ask
His
you guys
uniform
for your
stolen.
names?
No, he didn't. Thank
Good,
God.
Good.
Yeah,
Now
no.
we know of.
Give him fake names.
Yeah.
But then he starts.
I would have said Ethan Zuchkan.
Can you imagine how disappointed he would be if he shows up and it's not us? He'd be like, "Oh, what? You're not the guy I talked to at the mall."
Well.
Ethan's just like, "What?"
Yeah, who?
But,
who are you looking for?
So we're just really trying to get out of, like, as he's talking to us and as he's trying to get us to go around the corner and go into his kiosk and type, like, put in some stuff on his fucking computer.
Yeah.
Because first of all, I didn't want to go into his kiosk. That would make me closer
No.
to him.
Yeah.
There is a wall separating us right now. That makes me feel safe. I don't want to be right beside you.
No, he's a weird guy.
He tells us to. Oh wait, no. So we're like, yeah, no, we don't have any films, and we're slowly just like inching away from the kiosk. Like we want to just get out
The
of
universal sign to end the conversation.
Yeah, we're just like,
And
Oh, he froze.
as we're talking to him, right? Wait, what?
You froze. You were just like.
Froze.
you
You were
froze.
just like he's
Oh,
like.
It's
as
just
we're
I was
talking
just-
to him. That's what
I
you
just
said.
stepped backwards.
Oh, okay.
It was at that moment that the Oakville Place man broke into his home and cut off his connection. We never see Chris
You
again.
realize the
Um,
last thing we hear from Chris is just a whisper in the background going, "I found your films."
No. That'd actually be such a scary movie.
That
Found you a
would.
better phone plan.
That's some
Yeah,
fucking
that happened to me
unfriended
as well.
shit.
But then-
So
Yeah.
what the fuck? Okay, wait. Tell us after, because this is almost done.
Yeah, no problem.
Basically we're like, he starts asking us more questions about our program, and he's like, so like, you guys shoot on like professional cameras? And I'm like, oh no, like for the past year I've been shooting on like a film, like a old 16mm film camera. And it's like, oh, like what was that? What's that look like? And I'm like, oh, it's just like, it's like, one of those old like 1940s cameras. And he's like, come around to the computer. Show me, Google it for
Oh,
me.
come on.
So we're like,
Oh yeah, this is the
Fuck.
point where I took one for the team, and I was like, "I'll do it."
Why didn't you just be like, oh, sorry, man, like I gotta run, like my mom's calling me, like. That's so.
'Cause we
You
aren't
don't think
that
about that
smart.
in that moment.
we aren't
Yeah,
that
in that
smart in
moment-
that moment, bro.
You just felt like insurance.
So I went
guys,
behind to his shitty Windows 7 computer,
Uh huh.
and I type in like
Bull X.
Bull-X. Took like 16 seconds to type it because the lag on the goddamn computer was so much. And then he loads it, he looks at it and he goes, "Ah, yeah, nice.
That's cool.
nice."
That's cool. That's like legit stuff." And I'm like, yes.
Yes, it is.
That's
And then
why
he's
we
like-
pay tuition.
and then he's like, all right, great talking to you guys, and puts out his fist.
Yeah. We
Bro fist.
we fist bumped him, and then we fucking pedal to the fucking floor, like sped walked the fuck out there.
We just like, yeah, we dipped.
Like, was he just trying to be nice? Because if he did not do a good job
Okay,
of
he's
it.
a kiosk worker. I'm sure he was like probably like bored all day and just wanted to talk to someone.
Or that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
saw
That's,
human. Yeah, no one goes to those things. He saw human interaction, and he was
he's
like,
like, whoa, people are near my kiosk.
"Is that a person?"
Friends?
This has never happened before.
But like, we were like, oh my god.
The voices in his head is just like,
It reminded
Go talk
us
to them,
of
Michael.
this kid we knew in high school, right? I'm not gonna say his name.
Text it.
I'll text his name. But we're like,
Will I
oh,
know
this
once you describe him?
you'll know. You're like, yo, this guy is giving up major. Let's call him Tommy. This guy is giving off major Tommy vibes. And we go down the escalator, and guess who's at the fucking bottom of the escalator? It's fucking Tommy.
Oh, I see why you.
This is all just a
called him Tommy. I like that.
Wait, is this the same? Wait, this is the same day you went down an Oakville place?
This is 30 seconds later.
It's literally
No way.
30 seconds later where it's like, oh, he told
It's
us.
a
they're
social
teaming up.
dude. It was a social experiment.
We were
dude.
like,
Tommy.
yo, he like literally reminds me of Tommy, and then fucking Tommy's at the bottom of the escalator. We're like, it's like, yo, man looked like Tommy's long lost brother.
Yeah, imagine.
Maybe they're related.
Ralph,
And they're working together to assassinate us.
Kiosk guy literally looks like Tommy, but like 10, 15 years older.
No.
Yeah. He
That's
had the
annoying
same
as
like
shit.
body. Dude, he has the same like, you know, Tommy has like certain mannerisms he does when he talks to you with like the arms and shit. He had that shit, dude.
Tommy would be perfect for like pyramid scheme like
Yeah, he
advertising.
would.
He would.
He
That's
would.
the
He
type of
would.
man that's gonna ask you like, hey, how you been? Like 15 years down the line.
That's it. Yeah,
How
right.
you doing, a little mom for a year?
Yeah.
I make. Yeah, he's just like, oh, that's great, man. That's great. I'm actually in business for myself.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's the one.
I work my own hours.
I'm in business with myself. Oh, no.
You just fucking know some sketchy corporation has him by the balls. If he doesn't sell enough memberships, then he's gonna lose like 60 grand.
Bruh. A big bruh moment.
Bruh.
But yeah, Tommy like daps us up. He was like, "Great seeing you guys," because we were going down the escalator, and I had just talked about like, "Yo, that guy reminds me of Tommy. Give me
And then
real
he's
Tommy
there.
vibes." And Ryan looks down the escalator, and he's like,
And I was
"Chris,
just
no
like-
fucking way." And I'm like, "What?"
That's literally what I went. No fucking way.
He's like, "Chris, there's no fucking way." And I'm like, "Wait, what happened?" Because I thought like the guy was. I thought that the fucking kiosk guy was gonna follow us,
following
right?
us.
Like that's what I thought was happening, and then he's like,
Can you imagine? He's coming at us just like, where'd you park?
Where'd you park?
I need to lift home.
but no, like straight up, I'm like, why is Ryan acting like this? And, bruh, that was literally like,
Bruh.
bruh, that was
And then
fucking
he
wild.
he suddenly started saying that he's in business for himself at the bottom of the he's his own boss. He works his own hours.
It's great. It was not fun. I'm like, shit, bro.
Shit, bro.
Yeah, so that's the Oakville Place story that we both had.
Bro.
Funnily enough, I haven't been to Oakville
Yeah,
Place
bro.
since.
Yeah, I haven't been to Oakville Place since either.
Get in there, Danny.
Actually, no. I've been there once.
Get in that, Danny.
I've been
In it.
I've been there once after, and I made absolute sure to avoid the food court area where the kiosk is. I did not want to go back there. Did not even want to.
No, see, the next time you go in, you're gonna go to the food court and be like, "Hey, where's the guy who worked at this kiosk?" And they're gonna be all looking at each other like, "The guy who worked there died." Like, 20 years ago."
No, I thought you were gonna say what kiosk? The kiosk burnt down in the 1850s.
Burnt down back in 1847. What are you talking about?
The kiosk was there before the mall even existed.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was on the second floor, so it's like there was a kiosk in 1847 that just floated where the second floor was.
Yeah.
And this motherfucker's sitting there going, "Where do you go to film school?"
Ryan, I love how your voice, it kind of disconnected for a second. So when you're talking about the mall, you were like, "Yeah, man, the kiosk is on the second floor."
That's like my own personal auto-tune, dude.
Yeah, I know, right?
Wait, did the kiosk guy ever tell you his name?
No, he didn't.
Oh, damn.
No.
I don't know what his name was. I wish I actually did know who his name was. So we could ask for him again.
Well, didn't you have a name tag?
I didn't look at it. I didn't want to look at this man. I did not look at him in the eyes the entire time.
You can bleep this out later. I mean, oh man, you know what? I don't want to make your work even more. I'm sorry. But it's okay. It's fine.
Text it to the, just text it.
Just text. We're keeping secrets from y'all because
Yeah,
we don't
yeah.
want to expose anyone.
We're basically the government at this point.
We're not
you gotta
fans of
control what you
doxing
know
people.
and what you don't know.
You mentioned Funny you ask this. Oh, sorry. Funny you say you mentioned Ukraine earlier, Ryan.
Yes. That's where I'm from. I'm a I am Ukrainian, so I'm an expert.
Wait, are you actually Ukrainian?
Yes, sir.
How much?
Majority.
I thought you were like Italian majority.
No, I'm majority Ukrainian, but I'm literally like 1/5 Italian.
Are you Polish as well?
Not that I know of.
Bruh, because I'm Italian and Ukrainian as well, but like mostly
Really?
Italian.
Oh, so we're like the opposite then.
Yeah, we're like exact opposite.
Damn.
That's pretty cool.
Well,
I'm Mongolian.
You know, so
Thank you,
I'm 1,000th Mongolian.
I came across
Genghis Khan.
I came
Sorry.
across this this news article, right,
Yeah.
from September 23rd of this year.
Okay.
I specifically because if y'all know JK News, they covered this article, and I thought it was really fucking interesting.
Okay.
So I thought I should tell y'all this story from this article.
Wow, okay.
So basically there's this couple, Christine Barnett and Michael Barnett.
Okay.
They adopted a child.
Okay.
As you do.
Yeah, they adopted a child at let me see what age she was. When she was 8 years old, I believe.
Okay.
Just a bit of background story. They also have a biological child, who is apparently like a child, like he has autism, and he's also apparently like a child prodigy.
Okay.
And like I think like the news has already covered him before, like just because he's like super smart. And they adopted they adopted their second child. Oh, okay, she was 6 years old. Who was from Ukraine, which is why I said funny you mentioned Ukraine. And who was supposed to be adopted by another family, but then like I think they dropped out last minute, and essentially it was like a 24-hour like emergency adoption, like asked around. So these parents, Christine, like the Barnetts, they were given 24 hours to decide like, do they want to adopt this 6-year-old?
You have 24 hours. To
So they rushed.
Really?
They rushed to complete this emergency adoption. So, bit of background on their child. Their child's name was Natalia.
Beautiful
She
name.
had been in the U.S. for 2 years from Ukraine, and she had a Ukrainian. she
That's
had,
my favorite country.
she
dude.
had a
That's where we're
Ukrainian
from.
birth certificate that read September 4th, 2003.
Okay.
And so since she was 6 years old at the time, this took place in 2009. Just the article came out now.
Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, she was 6 at the time.
Yeah, she was 6 at the time.
Okay.
So.
Oh, I heard this. Okay, I know what story this is.
Do you know what story this is?
I read this. Okay, yeah.
It's
Is it
So-
heartbreaking?
so Natalia. So this is a quote from the parents. Like, Natalia was extremely nervous. You could see she was going to need a lot of support and care. We did notice immediately in the parking lot that she couldn't walk. There was nothing in the paperwork saying that. So basically, Natalia has she has like a fucking I forgot what it's called. Like, I don't know what it's called. I'm trying to find it in this article.
But it's like a.
It's like a
disorder
form of
sometimes.
dwarfism.
Oh, okay, okay.
So like they realize like, oh, she like can't like she can't walk properly, like poor this 6-year-old needs like care and stuff.
Yeah.
So they treat her like their own child. They like shower her with attention, bring her to Disney World over the next couple days, ice cream treats, and also try and like have her adapt to the family, right?
Right.
Then they started to notice a couple strange things about Natalia.
Mm-hmm.
Is this
The-
a creepypasta or is this like a real thing?
No, this is a legitimate article.
Alright.
Like, this is a legitimate thing that happened in Daily Mail.
Why do I feel like I know where this is going?
She murdered her parents.
No,
So-
I don't think it's going that way, mate. No, innit? Let's keep going, innit?
Continue the story.
So
mate.
they noticed that she kind of used more sophisticated vocabulary
She's a spy.
that people like you who like were older would usually use instead of a 6-year-old. They noticed that she also like preferred the company of like older
There's
girls.
no fucking way. No.
And she kind of
no.
didn't like playing with toys and stuff.
She has cystic. What? Keep going.
And even though she had just moved from the Ukraine 2 years ago, she didn't have any accent at all. And her parents tried to bring a Ukrainian friend over to speak in the native language. And Natalia could not speak the language or like even describe her home, right? So they're like, "Oh, this is kind of weird." They also notice this was a certain situation where the mom ran like a school, right? And one time Natalia like looked over and was like, "Oh, these children are exhausting. I don't know how you do it." And the mom's like, "But like you're a child." Like it
Why
was
do you sound
like it sounded like something that a grown-up woman would say, right?
Is this the story that inspired The Orphan? The movie The Orphan?
This article came out this year. It's very creepily similar to that movie.
Keep going.
So, oh my, no way. Okay, keep going.
So they also noticed when they bathed her, she had full pubic hair. She claims to be 6 years old.
I read this article the other day, and I was so fucked up.
So they adopted
a 30-year-old
a
woman.
30-year-old woman or something.
On her birth certificate, it says that she was born in 2003, and it's 2009 at this point.
Okay.
Right?
Someone lied.
So then...
That's more than a lie, bro.
Then they started noticing that they found bloody clothing in the trash, basically like meaning that she was having her period and was trying to get rid of the evidence that she had her period. So then they went out and they're like, okay, they went to a physician. It was like, can you test like the bone density to like if we can try and figure out Natalia's age, right?
Yeah.
So the results was that she was at least 14 or older, right?
Jeez.
But also like the parents were like, okay, like this is like they're getting suspicious, right?
Well,
now they're getting
shit, yeah.
suspicious.
Now
Well, like,
it's
there's-
like,
now
none
they're
of the
getting
other
suspicious.
things.
But then she started doing some kind of creepy shit.
Yeah.
Okay. The mom was watching the baby monitor and saw her attack like a baby boy while she was out of the room.
Oh,
Attack a baby boy?
Yeah.
Wait, did they already
Like
have
their-
a baby
their
boy
son.
with them?
Well, remember her mom's a school teacher.
Oh, okay.
Like teacher for a school.
Got it.
And there were these moments.
Bro moments.
Those
There were some
the
bro moments.
big
Big
bro
bro
moments.
Like,
She would say things and draw pictures of wanting to kill the family,
Bruh.
kill her family members,
No.
bruh.
and then place them back in the backyard and stuff.
Bruh. It's like Bandersnatch.
Yes.
It's fucking wild. This is such a long article.
What? She's really not doing
Okay,
a
wait.
good-
So what?
What were you gonna say, Ethan?
No, like, so what happened though? Like, did they decide? Yeah, let's call like FBI. Let's get Child Protective Services
So
or something.
what they did is, I believe their son, their son lived in Canada.
Yeah.
So when she was about 9, like when the 9,
Yeah, aka like 37.
they went to Indiana
Yeah.
and straight up bought her an apartment. And
The girl?
yeah, they bought the girl an apartment and just ditched her there. Cuz they're like, "No, this is straight up like this is not a kid. This is straight up an adult."
Yeah.
And they like told and they're like to the girl, they're like, you can't keep like acting like a kid, like pretending that you're a kid, like say your actual age and stuff. And then they dipped and they joined their son in Canada.
Is that it?
Hey, Canada. So
Did they kill him?
then basically what happened was she started faking her age again. She started pretending she was like this little girl, this poor helpless little girl living alone in an apartment, even though the parents were like paying for the apartment for her to stay there, because like they still cared about her, but also she's saying shit about killing the family. So they want to get away from her for their own safety.
As you do.
Yeah.
Is this real?
This
Like,
is legit.
This is
Like, are you
100% real.
I will send you the
But
article.
this was happening in
But,
like,
like,
09
why-
and stuff, right?
This is happening in 09. The article came out this year.
But like, why would they think it's like, if that was the case and they figured out, okay, this kid's actually like 13 or like 20, why didn't they call like whoever was in charge of the adoption and get it sorted there? Like, instead of just dropping this kid off in a random place and then leaving them, like, I feel like they'd get in shit for that too.
Well, they did get in shit. That's the thing.
Okay, well, yeah, continue the story.
Because because the neighbors were like, "Yo, this kid's like living alone."
Yeah.
And when the parents actually came back to like visit her and
Right.
shit, right? And they
To
noticed
visit her?
they noticed that she had like a mini like tricycle, and she had like princess outfits in her closet, very clearly trying to be like a 9-year-old again, even though they were absolutely sure she was not 9 years old. And apparently this other family that also lived in the apartment was like, "Oh my god, like this kid's living alone," and also wanted to fucking adopt her. So the parents are her original parents, the Barnetts, they're like, "No, don't do this.
Don't do that. They will kill you."
So they were actually able to legally get her birth certificate changed to put her actual age, which I believe was 22.
She was 22.
They changed their documents to 22 years old.
Oh my gosh.
Legally. They legally changed their documents to 22 years old. But after like they ditched her and everything, they actually I think they got arrested and stuff because they ditched the child.
Yeah.
Just found out my 6-year-old is 22. Damn, this shit sucks.
Like,
Got a blast.
That's what they were like.
oh my god, here's another story. So she would stand over some of the family members at night.
Is this the new family?
No, like the Barnetts,
So
like the
fucking
original
funny.
family.
Okay.
She would just stand over them and watch them.
It's
middle
so
of the
fucked,
night.
bro.
And they like
I want to look this up.
I'll send you the article, dude.
Or send it to me, but like I can also just
They
look it up, player.
one time the mom walked into the kitchen, right? And saw her pouring fucking bleach in her coffee.
Jeez.
In her coffee.
In the mom's coffee?
Yeah, in the mom's coffee.
Holy hell.
This didn't tip off any
and the
red
mom's
flags
like
or anything.
the mom's like what are you like
Oh, hey,
like,
honey,
what are you
doing
doing?
there?
And
just
she-
like,
that
don't
bleach?
drink.
And
no,
she said-
don't drink that.
She said, "I'm trying to poison you."
She wasn't even trying to hide it at that point.
She literally so this girl she had her period, she has her periods. She had adult teeth.
These parents are fucking.
She had
stupid, bro.
adult teeth. And the entire time they were with her, she didn't grow at all, which apparently is something that even for a child with dwarfism, like they would at least grow a little bit. So it implied that she was already at her like full height at 6 years old, which wouldn't happen.
Oh my gosh.
Do you see the picture of her?
Oh my gosh, that is the creepiest fucking thing I've ever seen in my life. Dude, that is the creepiest fucking
what?
thing.
Like the person?
You see the picture
Like,
of
I'm
her?
looking at a picture of her right now,
The picture,
and I can tell that she is
She's a grown
will
woman?
kill you. No, like she will kill me. If I was in a room with that person, I would be scared for my life the whole time.
dude.
Oh, that is the scariest because she looks like a child.
She does
But
look
she's
like a
22.
child. Yeah. It's
Oh my
scary.
gosh.
It's actually scary. And the
Dude,
thing
this
is,
is the orphan.
Yeah,
It's-
people were posting. Oh, it's so funny.
in the
Dude,
article
this is
they
The Orphan. This is the
compare
movie.
it to the movie.
One second.
Hi, Ralph's parents.
Ralph's parents come
Well,
back with
well,
a with a
well.
6-year-old Ukrainian girl.
Ralph's going on mute. That's funny.
That's so fucked, bro. That's so fucked.
Oh my gosh, that is the creepiest thing.
Yeah. Do you see the picture of her? Right?
Yes, I'm looking at all the pictures and I don't like it. I'm gonna have nightmares tonight, fam.
dude.
Like I'm gonna be. That's gonna be my sleep paralysis demon. I'm gonna go to bed and then she's gonna be like,
Natalia's gonna
"Hey,
be there.
Ethan, I'm only 6. Want to play?" And then I'm literally gonna shit myself. Like, that's so scary.
It's terrifying, dude. That's actually terrifying. They like they give her like financial aid and stuff, and like she's still.
Okay, these parents are fucking stupid, bro. If your 6-year-old's having a period, putting bleach in your coffee and talking like a 40-year-old, and they're just like, "Whoops."
They're
No.
like, oh, you know, that's a little bit suspicious. It's like maybe
Let's
don't
go to
do that
Dis-
next time.
What the fuck's wrong with them? Oh
Hey,
my
honey, she drew another picture of us being brutally murdered. I'm pretty sure it's a different arts form she's going for. You think? Okay.
Yeah, it's
cool.
an arts form.
Here's
That's
the,
what it
form.
is.
here's the
That's
thing.
the answer.
They did another bone density test on her in 2010 that said she was 8.
What?
It's
that
like
just the
inconsistent
dwarfi-
stuff.
Is that just like the dwarfism?
I don't know. Cause like even with that, it should still, like, you should still have the same bone density.
Isn't there like, there's other ways to test for age?
Why hasn't anybody gone to these Ukrainian peeps and being like, hey,
But to be
who
fair,
is this person?
To be fair, the Ukraine's in the middle of a war.
Yeah. Well, they still had the chance to send this broad over. Call her broad.
What the fuck's wrong
Look
with
at this broad. Looking like a 6-year-old wanting to kill people. They had time to send her over. You know, it's like they should have time to answer some damn questions about why she wants to kill people and why she looks like a child.
Dude, it's fucking terrifying.
That's actually the scariest thing. That is a creepypasta, like, come to
What?
life.
That is a
What year is
creepypasta
it?
come to life, dude.
It sounds like a movie called The Orphan.
Yeah, no, that is
That's
the movie,
that's
though.
literally the
plot.
movie.
That's the plot of the
That's
movie.
the plot.
This girl was like 15 when she saw the movie, and she had that condition. She's like, I'm gonna do that when I grow up.
Wait, actually,
No,
like, that's where she got-
I'm just saying.
Yeah,
like,
that's it.
it seems like something that
Oh.
would
The next-
happen.
The next article is gonna be you're gonna like fuck, dude. I don't know, man. That's so fucked. It goes back to the Joker. This is slightly off topic. That goes back to the Joker thing of movies inspiring shit.
Mm.
Do movies actually inspire shit like that, or is that the media like exaggerating it? Because I saw an article the other day. I didn't get a chance to read it, but okay, the whole like controversy with the Joker movie is, or a big chunk of it is stemming from the whole like Heath Ledger Dark Knight thing, right?
Yeah, where there was shit that happened because when The Dark Knight came out, there was a shooting in
Well, it's because the guy, he went to the theater and he was like,
He's
I'm
like,
the
"I'm the
Joker," and he
Joker.
shot a bunch
Yeah.
of people.
So about that, I read an article, or I saw an article again. I didn't get a chance to read it. Apparently, the whole "I'm the Joker" thing when he shot up the theater was greatly exaggerated.
Really?
By
As in, like, he didn't
basically,
say that?
like it was briefly mentioned in one of his journals, like I'm like the Joker or something, like once.
He probably just compared himself, like,
Yeah,
briefly. Like,
like
yeah,
brief,
probably
like a
the Joker.
brief comparison. The media caught wind, and that's what they latched onto as part of the narrative.
Mm.
Now I don't know how true that is.
Here's the thing though. Movies definitely have influence on people, but the way you know that like it can be a toxic movie for like society is the way the movie is actually presented. For example,
Yeah, exactly.
like if Joker portrays this character as
Boys, I'm gonna have the same Goosh time, same Goosh channel right now. I'm sorry.
Goodbye,
Ralph's
Yeah, I have to go.
Farewell,
R-
Mr.
It was
Ramos.
good
Ralph's,
talking to all you guys. Ethan, is that a tattoo?
Temporary one,
Ooh,
baby.
okay.
Yeah.
Very nice, very nice.
It's not real.
Ralph's heading out.
Yeah.
Goodbye, Ralph.
Alright, boys.
We'll see you same goose
Yeah,
time.
same Goosh
channel.
time, same Goosh channel. I said it.
See ya, buddy.
Wait, who
Oh.
are you, Ralph?
I was Ralph Rimus.
All right.
Alright.
Thank you, Ralph.
See you,
Alright.
bud. Send me the
Good night,
I
recording.
will. Alright.
Bless
Jesus
up.
Christ.
Love you guys. See ya.
Love you.
Love you too,
man.
Mr. Ramos. Goodbye.
There he goes.
All right, you were saying this. I guess this is going to be probably our last.
Yeah,
point
this is our
of the
last
whole- Okay.
No, like straight up. If the Joker movie it comes out this weekend, it's October 3rd right now.
right. Tomorrow.
That well, it actually
Yeah.
technically comes out today.
Yeah,
Like,
they're,
Oh, yeah, by the
they're,
time this
they're,
podcast is.
they're
Well,
pre-screenings.
Yeah, there are pre-screenings
We're
tonight.
filming this on the
Oh, okay.
Thursday, so there are a lot of pre-screenings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if the Joker movie, which I'm probably gonna watch this weekend,
Yeah.
by the time this podcast comes out, I don't know if I'll have already watched it, but it's if it portrays the Joker as whatchamacallit,
Like a hero.
as like
or
a
an
hero
anti-hero?
or like as like just a misunderstood guy who like whose bad actions are justified because of how his life is, then that's kind of like yikes.
Really? Okay.
To me, because
Okay.
that could send out a bad message if the movie puts emphasis, like the movie can go into his backstory and whatever and make you sympathize with him and make you feel for him, but it at the end of the day it also has to make you realize this is like fucking one of the most evil villains ever.
The whole point of so they're basing it a lot of it on Killing Joke, right?
Apparently, I've heard.
The whole point of Killing Joke is about how a bunch of bad shit can fuck a person up. That's the point. It's not a call to action. It's not him going, but it's okay. that
It's
Joker
not
does these
basically
things.
it's not meant to justify or excuse his actions. It's just meant to explain, and that's what's important. That's what the movie should be doing. Basically,
Exactly.
not justifying the shitty things he does.
To be fair, Dark Knight didn't justify Joker's actions either.
No.
And people still latched onto him. I think people I don't understand the whole incel thing, because I don't understand how a human can latch on to that's so fucking weird. There's a part of me that wants to think that like the NYPD is having undercover officers in New York screenings of the Joker movie.
Because they're afraid of
Yeah. And
It's that fucking serious.
I want to hope that that's just an overreaction, but I know deep down that it's not. They're
there's
fucked up people.
yeah, no, there are genuinely fucking scary people out there that would do that shit with that movie, and it's terrifying. But I don't think that I haven't seen the movie yet. But if that like if I watch it, and that I personally don't think that the movie is at fault for that, but also like just its existence itself, there's gonna be some shit, like some controversies to it.
I mean, my personal opinion is that no matter what you make a film about, or any art whatsoever, you have no control over what it makes someone do. Like, what it makes
Exactly.
They're
what,
not-
like,
Hey,
impact it has.
but you know what? D.W. Griffith should have never made fucking
my
Birth of a
fucking-
Nation.
Okay.
Yes.
We
Yes.
finally
Yes.
talked about it in school yesterday. They finally brought it
Birth
up,
of
and
a
as soon as
Nation.
they said "Birth of a Nation," me and my friends were like, "Oh shit, here we go," and like, and it was like the same shit where they were just like, God, it revolutionized the filmmaking process on such an incredible level that has never been seen before. The biggest butt in the world.
It's literally the biggest.
It also
It's
kickstarted.
racist.
It also re-kickstarted the KKK.
Yeah, straight
it did.
up. So that's why I said like movies can't have influence on people.
They can't have influence
Because
there's no,
that
you have
shit
no
happened.
control.
That fucking shit happened, bro. And that movie itself, like that was like made with not good intentions to begin with. Like that wasn't made.
Joker?
No. Birth of a Nation.
Oh, Birth of a Nation. Yeah, no good.
Yeah, like
control.
there was no like why would you try and fucking like it was basically trying to justify the KKK.
Yeah, essentially.
which I don't think is what Joker's trying to do.
It's not at all. It's not. It's
It's
From what I
actually funny because in class today I had film history today, and and someone actually told a story of how Spike Lee, when he was in film school, they watched Birth of a Nation and talked about how like great it was, and did not talk at all about how racist it was. Like they didn't talk about like that
Really?
at all, and it like really
Wait, sorry.
it, like,
Say that.
really
Wait, say
affected
that
him.
again. I missed that. Sorry.
When Spike Lee was in film school,
Yeah.
they watched Birth of a Nation in film school.
Yeah.
And they did not bring up the racist shit about it once. They just talked about like all the technical. Like
I'm sure he had some shit to
Really?
say.
Yeah,
about
no,
that.
fucking Spike Lee, dude.
Spike Lee of all people, bro.
So then he made Do the Right Thing, which great movie.
Okay. Hey man, on a happier note, he still had the single greatest Oscar outfit of all time. The suit with the hat and shit. That was so fucking funny, bro. That was
Yeah.
so funny.
But
Damn.
but yeah, boys, it's been a good time.
It's been a time.
It's been a good time.
It has
Talked about quite the subjects.
We
we
talked
have.
about some creepy guys at Oakville Place,
Oakville Mall.
and we also talked about some creepy girls who claim to be 6 years
Oh.
old
That's actually gonna haunt me. forever, man.
Yeah, right.
and are
Can't
actually
believe that.
22. Bro,
Don't trust anyone.
imagine
man.
adopting a 6-year-old and they fucking have full pubic hair, their period. They talk about wanting to kill you. They try and poison your coffee.
Like, I'm sorry. The moment she looked up and was like, "Man, your kids are exhausting," that would have been like the moment where I'm like, "Okay, get out of my house." Like, no,
Not
you
the
cannot say
6-year-old?
like.
Not
you
the
cannot say that
6-year-old?
at
Wait,
6
wait.
years old.
Yeah, not the 6-year-old having pubic hair and a period, and
No, like
bleaching
obviously
your
that
coffee.
stuff happened after. That stuff happened after.
Okay,
That's what I'm
fair
trying
enough.
to say.
Fair
As
enough.
soon as that happened, I would be like, no.
So you're saying as soon as she said that, you would have sent her to her own apartment?
I would have.
And
I
then
would
ditched
have-
her to Canada.
I would have called Ukraine and been like, "Yo, I don't want her anymore." Oh my god.
The president of Ukraine picks up, but he's like, "Oh, sorry, I'm with Joe Biden right now. I can't."
Oh no. Oh no. Yo, the president of Ukraine's actually cool though. He's an actor.
Wow.
He was. No, it's funny. Sorry, I know we have to end it, but this is real quick. The newly elected
The newly elected.
The newly elected president of the Ukraine was in a TV show like 4 years ago, or like a couple years ago, where he played the president of the Ukraine.
That's funny.
And he was so good in that show that the people of Ukraine were like, "Yo, let's make this guy president."
That's so
And then he
fucking
fucking won.
That's a
Do you
legendary
mean
move.
Donald Trump?
That's crazy. I was gonna say that's crazy, dude. We had the U.S. has a president that was also on TV, and a bunch of people said you should be the president, and now the world.
And then he did.
Da 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 da. Chris, who were you?
I was a little bitch.
That's crazy. I was a 6-year-old who was actually 22. Ethan,
and I'm Andrew Shear.
Oh,
thank you
Just
for
the title.
we have one more question
Oh,
yes.
God.
coming from our Instagram right now. Hanan Nansur.
Oh, here we go.
She says, "Why you take so long to guest me?" Well, you know what, Hanan? We'll figure it out. We'll figure out when you
live
can
in
come
like
on.
the middle of nowhere. The other day you showed me your house on like Google Street View. It's just like fucking nothing, and then all of a sudden there's just a city there. Like
She also gave me an intro, but I'll use it as the outro.
ah.
Boys, it was so great to spend this lovely October 3rd National Boyfriends with you two.
Aw.
National
It's National Boyfriend
National
Day?
Boyfriend Day.
God, I'm gonna make sure to
Aw.
kiss all of you on the mouth when I see you the next time.
Yeah, all at the same time too. So it's like a real like
It's like a
weird
little-
three-way. Yeah.
Wait, Ralph, you forgot about Ralph.
Oh, it'll be a four-way.
And Ralph.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Who were you? Who were you? Ethan.
Me?
Yeah.
I said I was Andrew Shear.
Oh, okay.
He was Andrew Shear. I was a 6-year-old, and you were.
I was a little bitch.
You were a little bit,
All right.
just like Ralph.
Remember, everyone, vote for the Communist Party of Canada in this election.
Yeah, y'all. Actually, like, legit, like, go out and vote.
Yeah, please vote.
Yeah, everyone vote. This is an important election.
If you don't vote and we're all fucked, I blame you.
Green Party might actually make some progress in this
No,
election.
okay, no. The Green Party leader admitted to doing blackface.
What?
Yes.
No fucking way
This
did
will
she.
forever be known as the blackface
Elizabeth
election.
May?
No. Okay, it wasn't her then. It was a representative. Maybe it was like a representative in like BC
Damn.
who said, "I apologize for wearing a Mr. T costume."
Ah!
Like, God damn it! Of all, this will forever be known as the.
It's the election where everyone
Yeah.
did blackface.
Okay, yeah, she didn't do it.
Yeah,
it was a different Green Party guy.
Yeah,
Jeez.
but
So
still,
it's like, it's still bad, but it's like, I bet you half of each party has done it at some point at this level we're currently seeing it. Like, what, the Prime Minister has done blackface? It's like, what, Andrew Scheer's probably done it. I mean, I was about to say Jagmeet Singh did it, but
No,
it's like, no,
okay.
definitely not.
no, wait. He said today, Mr. Scheer said,
Yeah.
apparently he has dual U.S. citizenship.
What?
What does that mean?
Was
So
he
he's-
born in the U.S.?
That's what I was wondering.
What?
Like, is his one of it, like, are one of his parents American?
That's weird.
Maybe.
Because does that not, like, disavow him or whatever? Like, doesn't that disqualify him from the
Well,
election?
he was probably born in the States and then he lived his life in Canada, so he got a Canadian citizenship.
It's like Ted Cruz.
Yeah,
It's like Ted
the Zodiac Killer. Like, he did
That's
the
right.
same thing.
Remember, I was
Same
talking
thing.
about this the other day. Remember when Ted Cruz's, like, campaign team retweeted porn?
Yes!
Oh, that was so fucking
I
funny.
don't remember that.
That was wild.
Like, it's just
He
like,
didn't retweet it. They liked a bunch of tweets.
they liked it.
But, like, people
And,
would
like,
go through his likes, and they're like, what?
Oh,
Ted
no.
Cruz?
just all of a sudden, it's just, there's, like, hardcore anal porn on their,
It's like, Ted Cruz, I thought you were
super-
a Catholic man.
Dude, one of the best tweets of all time is Ted Cruz in front of the fucking butter cow.
Butter
You ever
cow?
seen-
What?
There's a cow, okay, there's like a
The
museum.
red cow?
No, there's like a cow, there's like a museum in the middle of like Arkansas that's about like butter and like dairy and shit. And he was campaigning there, and there's just a cow made of butter in like a refrigerated like exhibit, and there's just a really awkward picture of him standing next to it, and the caption on his tweet was, "Wow, amazing. My daughters would love this." It's so fucking funny.
That's honestly the most Republican venue you could ever be
Honestly-
at. Just some random
honestly-
farm in the middle of nowhere with a cow made of butter, and you're talking to like a crowd of
That
maybe
really
20
is.
people.
Damn.
That really is, and he's sitting there being like, "I'm not the Zodiac Killer."
Yeah.
That election cannot be topped, dude.
Hey, wait until 2020, man. I feel like 2020 is gonna be a crazy
Ooh.
election.
I just want to shout out my friend Carly really quick because I
Okay.
told her about the topics on the podcast, and I mentioned the 6-year-old, 22-year-old
Yeah.
assassin chick, and her immediate response was, "It's like the orphan."
Yeah.
Yeah, literally, no, it's the
It's-
exact
it's the-
thing,
it's the
except
plot.
she just didn't kill the family. Spoiler alert, but you already probably knew that.
All right, boys. It's been a good time.
It's been a
Y'all-
great time.
Gentlemen.
You make sure, cowards, make sure you follow us at GOOSHLEMS, and subscribe to this channel for our podcast.
That's right.
Because
boy.
we're coming out
And
to
make
you.
sure when you run into a 6-year-old on the street, check their identification first.
And if
Then-
not,
But
You
her
feel free to
identification
teach
said
them
that she was 6,
arithmetic.
dude.
so in which case you check their teeth,
Yeah.
and if
Check
they
their
have
bone
a,
density.
You're gonna say check their pubic
in the
hair.
middle of the street, check their bone density. And if their bone density says they're an adult, then you pick up the phone, you call Joe Biden,
Yeah.
and he'll give you the number of the Ukrainian president,
And then you
and
can
then you
get
can
him-
call him and say, or I guess if you have IMDb Pro, you can get in contact with like his agent or something.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
probably.
and then be like, listen, I know you're in the middle of a war right now, but I found someone, and
I think
they
she's
say that
yours."
they're 6, but they're actually 22. And then they go, well, how do I know that you're lying? Or how do I know that you're telling the truth? And then I say, I'm 4/5 Ukrainian and a little bit Mongolian, and they're like, oh shit, he knows. And then they send their task force to get her, and then they check her bone density, but her bone density says that she's 8. And then she escapes to her apartment that has her dresses inside, and then she
This was more overdrawn than I expected it to be. I totally thought it'd be like a 1 second bit,
I know.
but it's like,
This bit's going on.
Anyway, Toe and Boku Ramen,
see
please
us.
sponsor our podcast.
Toe and
Yes,
Boku,
please.
we love you. Thanks for following GOOSHLEMS on Instagram.
Thanks for posting the conversation I had with you on your Instagram. That was really nice.
It was great. Thank you, Toe and Boku.
And thank you, boys.
thank you, Ryan. Thank you, Chris.
Thank you, Chris.
And you know
Thank
what? You
you.
can catch
Thanks,
us
Andrew.
plus Ralph. Not the same time, but
But definitely the same Goose channel.
the same Goose channel. For
That's right.
sure.
All right.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Farewell, everybody.